Hey guys, there's a new cooking competition coming to Upwave on HLN. It's called Cook Your Ass Off, and it's got chefs competing to change the way we eat. Check out the clip.
This is Cook Your Ass Off.
Celebrity chef Richard Blais hosts a cooking competition where incredible cooking and healthy food fight to coexist.
Everything I learned in culinary school has just gone out the window.
Dishing out the drama,
Man down!
the delicious,
Wow.
and the nutritious.
You nailed it with the use of nutrients.
From the producers of Chopped.
Get ready to cook your ass off.
Series premiere Sunday, December 1st at 7 p.m. on Upwave on HLN.
It's hosted by celebrity chef Richard Blais, and each week it's got 3 chefs competing to win the $50,000 grand prize by transforming unhealthy recipes into healthy recipes, changing the way we eat. Subscribe to Upwave on HLN now, and be sure to check out the premiere Sunday, December 1st, which I know already happened, but go subscribe anyway. Well, the day has finally come, or actually it did 2 days ago. There's a reason this video looks ghetto, and it's because I've spent all day driving my DeLorean around. In fact, all weekend. I put about 150 miles on it since I finally got to take it home. And here it is. It's all finished, it's beautiful, it's good to go. Let's have a look inside. The interior, the exception of Zach's jacket, is brilliant. It's a little dusty because I've been driving it around, but the leather looks good, the dashboard looks good, and literally every little thing works. So you got our window switches here, rear defroster works, the AM/FM radio with cassette totally works. We've got all new speakers from Kicker, new amplifier as well, and I'm waiting on an adapter to play iPhone through this. So for now I'm AM/FM styles, but headlights work, obviously, hazards work, climate control, HVAC, all brand new with these wonderfully indecipherable signals here. No one knows what these are, and no one realizes that on the exact opposite side they have descriptions. So as you turn it, it's like, what does that star mean? Oh, it means vent or whatever that says there. Maximum, normal, can't see it. Got my ashtray, very clean, never been smoked in. And since I quit cigarettes, it won't be smoked in. Yay, brand new headliner, look up here. Look at this, brand new. We've got the brand new fresh headliner all the way around. Should we look at the motor? We got brand new Fusion tires. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Why don't you have like Pilot Super Sports on there or something? Well, this is a 225 60R15. In the front, it's a 195 60R14. Very difficult to get tires in this size. Plus, DeLoreans aren't fast. I'm not going to the track with it, and these tires are quiet and they ride good and whatever. We gotta open it up through here. We gotta pop it. Check out this motor. This is the Stage 2 engine. It's fully completed. It's running great. We've got the new intake manifold, the new heads with the new powder-coated valve covers. The overflow tank was plastic. Now they've got a metal one in there. The air conditioning compressor, it was a little tarnished when you saw the last update. They've cleaned it up. Now it looks nice and clean. Not brand perfect new, but certainly very clean under there. All the new pulleys and belts and stuff. You can look down in here and see the new headers with the new muffler, considerably smaller than the stock muffler. It sounds good. Got the new cams in there. All kinds of good new stuff. This car's running great. I've put about 150 miles on it so far. It's running very, very strong. Allegedly, I did about 120 miles an hour in it. And yeah, you can jump start it right here. That's the jump lead. The battery's behind the seat. And you've got your vacuum hose routing and all kinds of little stickers. This vehicle is negative ground. That's good to know. I kept the original blue license plate with my 1985 registration sticker on there. I do have it registered, insured, and I have the paperwork in the car, but I figured I'll ask for forgiveness if a cop ever gives me problems. All these, look at these, the cleanliness of these taillights, all original stuff. And if you really look at the rear fascias and the bumpers, the front fascia, you'll see a couple small imperfections here and there. That's because this stuff is all original. You know, it can only be original once, and I'd rather have an original painted piece that's slightly imperfect than one that's been refinished and 100% perfect. Let's come around to the front of the car. Huh? Doors. The doors go up. The doors go down. All the little light bulbs, all the random light bulbs in the car all function now. And if I open the front boot, nice and clean under here. Brand new carpeting. I tried to get this here Optima battery tender hooked up, but it turns out it only works with an Optima battery, and we have an interstate battery in here, so it's all good. We'll get a different one. The front bumper, also original, not repainted, not refinished. So there's a couple little nicks here, but again, you know, with a car that's this low miles, it's this original condition, we made the decision to, rather than put a new bumper and a new fascia on, leave the original, even with its little imperfections. New headlights, though, more powerful than the old headlights. That's nice. This hood is the flattest, the flattest, most wonderful. Very, very flat, very good. You fill it with gas here. It takes 91. Easy to fill. Yep. Got all new struts for the hood and for the doors. So listen to this. When you close it, look at it, feel it. Listen to this. Fucking solid. In the gauges, you'll notice the 85-mile-an-hour speedometer is gone. They replaced it with the 140-mile-an-hour speedometer. People thought that back in the day, these things actually topped out at 85 because of the speedometer, but that was a dumb U.S. regulation, so this is better. The odometer is original. It's showing 2380. All the gauges work. In a DeLorean, it's funny how the tach sits at 1500 when it's off. That's a DeLorean thing, and it's weird, but it is what it is. And then over here, you see lambda, which means something. I don't know what, but all those lights, I'm told, do work now. The switch down here for the headlight dimmer, or the gauge dimmer, that all works. Every single light bulb, every single switch, every single function in the car works absolutely perfectly. They, flip it so you get the DMC. They gave me the original key, which is a little shanty looking, and then this is actually a brand new original key for me to use. There's a couple of things around the car that aren't perfect, and you'll see that, like, there's just a little, like, a mark on the door here, and a lot of that is because it is fully original. So there's a little bit of a fade on the corner of the seat. We could have had them redone, but these things are only original once. So you know, the weather stripping is Irish quality. It's all new. All the rubber's all new, but you know, these parts were meh when they came out of the factory. Awesome visors are great. You know, some things need a little more of a detail than the DMC guys could provide, which is why Larry will be joining us shortly. What are you going for there?
I want to do
Oh, you want to do a door open?
ocean.
Getting in and out of this thing is really easy. The doors open up so nice. It's very spacious. And when you're driving it, you're lounging.
Plain with DeLorean door.
There were 3 different interior door panels, actually. There's this one, which has the strap here. The original one had the strap, or the original one, I say, the 81 version had the strap going around here, and then they sort of moved the strap away. The inconsistencies in DeLoreans from cars to cars are quite staggering and moderately hilarious. But mine works really good. So, there you go. Have fun. These are the windows. That's what opens. You'll notice as you look around the car, the panel gaps are actually quite a bit better than stock. The whole body's been off the car and it's been redone, and they've really, really looked at the panel gaps. And when you look at the car, it really looks unbelievably fresh. The other thing to look at, the glass, especially the windshield. In an old car, or even a slightly used car, you see some pitting in the glass and stuff. I thought they had replaced the windshield because it is so clear, but no, they haven't. That's the original windshield, and it just looks absolutely beautiful. Why don't I start it up so you can hear it? It sounds good. As you can see, it fires up right away, 2 cranks. When we first started it a couple weeks ago, it was a little smoky as the headers wore themselves in, the coating on them, but now, nothing. It idles at around 1200 for around 30 seconds before settling into around a 900 RPM, kind of lumpy, cammy idle. The people who hear it, I don't know if it comes off on the video, but the people who do hear it say immediately that it sounds very 911-like. I agree with them. I actually think it sounds a little more refined than an 80s 911, believe it or not. 80s 911s are kind of noisy with their air-cooled kind of clatter. This is a little more refined, where you kind of just hear a little cammy. I really like how it sounds. I think it sounds good. I think it runs great, it sounds good, and it's really fun to drive, even if it's not the fastest thing in the world. It's just really, really fun, and the ride quality is very surprising. I would get in the car and I would do a 500-mile road trip in this thing, no problem. On the highway, it rides great, and it's amazing how few squeaks and rattles there are in there. I swear to God, I'm not making this up, my Raptor had more squeaks and rattles in it than this 30-year-old DeLorean did. So, there it is. That's the idle. And I guess we should let's get a few revs out of it, huh? I love how it pops and cracks when it comes down off compression. Downshift, it sounds brilliant. I'm obviously super excited about the DeLorean. The reason this film is ghetto is because I've been enjoying it. We are going to go out and make a pretty driving film with it, I promise. I just want to have me time with it first. You know, I didn't buy the car for you. I'm glad you can come to the beach and enjoy it with me, but I got this car for me, and I've been having a real good time. Me and Zach ran through the canyons the other day, got Jay Leno approval. And I'm just thrilled that I get to go in my garage every morning and see it. It's also, you'll notice it sits at the proper ride height. It's got the Euro spec iBox suspension. These cars, when they came to the US, they sat like this, 2.5 inches higher, which not only did it affect the handling, it looked terrible. So key improvement with the Euro spec suspension, identical to a contemporary Lotus Esprit. And the question I get the most, the comments I get the most about the car is, especially from you people on the internet, is why didn't you swap the motor? Put a V8 in it, put something weird. I didn't want a project. I didn't want a problem. I didn't want a 400 horsepower monster car. What I wanted was a DeLorean. And I imagine that if John DeLorean didn't have to answer to accountants and didn't have to build the car with a bunch of drunk Irishmen, I feel that this DeLorean is how John Z would have wanted it. A little more power out of the engine, a little bit better suspension with the proper ride height, a little bit better fit and finish, a little bit better build quality. And so what I believe I'm left with is not a freak show project car that goes a zillion miles an hour. I feel like I'm left with what might be the perfect DeLorean. So I'm going to keep driving it, and I promise you we will make a film with it, a real film at some point. But I just wanted to show you guys the car in its finished state as it's going to sit in my garage and be driven around LA by me. And I hope you like it. And I hope if you see me driving around, you give me a smile and a wave, because I certainly will be happy behind the wheel.